Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SF1 GP1. This is Monaco Grand Prix, the 5th round of this short season. Here we are settling in for Q3. I'm joined by SF1 Tom again this evening, so I'm going to give a big shout out to him for helping me on the comms. Tom, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing very good and waiting for a good Monaco Grand Prix. It's always a good race to go.
It's going to be interesting. We saw on Friday how interesting this race can be. And boy, was that a long race to stream, I will say that. Taking a look through, we got a couple guys going relatively close to qualifying, and Not Y'all has crashed out on my screen. He is sitting sandwiched in the barriers.
He's gone straight on.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage to that car, too. Wheels off. And interesting to see what happened there.
He just, nope. Oh, I think he may have locked up. I saw some skid marks. Maybe he just forgot about braking.
Completely just destroyed his own car. So that's going to be Not Y'all F1 going to start this race in P10. We're going to ride with the Seuss now, reserving for the Williams team this evening for Tiara Pepsi, who did not make it. Let's see what kind of time he can get himself stuck into. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, welcome to Q3. We do usually skip Q1 and 2 because I'm going to be honest, my voice can't carry on that long for almost some hours. I have to do a little saving. Right now I'm sipping on some coffee to let you guys have that smooth sound of this voice. Yep, you can go ahead and laugh. I gotta do what I gotta do. It looked like Lassus did set at purple sector 1, but somebody erased it right away. I'm thinking it might have been Raisin, who was just behind him. Actually, that is his teammate Enzo, who might have set the purple sector. We're gonna jump back with Lassus. Is he his first one? He's going to go through the tunnel. He's going to set a banker for this session. Usually in Monaco, you can get about 3 runs in Q3 if you get out right away, which a lot of these drivers have done so, but we do have a couple still sitting in the pits. These guys have a full dry race this evening, so Nothing
Oh,
to contend.
McLaren and off in the
I see it on the mini map. That
He
is
is
definitely Enzo, I believe.
done something. Yeah, it is. He missed a braking point or hit a wall. Anyway, moving on to Lassour's putting in a banker, which is a
109.
1:09.573.
That's quite a banker. Let's jump with Raisin. He's going to be the next guy to finish on his banker and see if he can top a 109, put himself on the top tier to this point. He does.
1:09.2.
He gets right up there.
It's a pink car. It's woman. It goes 1:09.6. Very close still. Here comes
Who gets up there? Brodigo gets up there.
Here comes Hamlet. Hamlet had a good first sector, I know that. Let's see where he finishes it. Oh, only 5th. Still a very competitive time. Everyone within a 1:09 right now. Actually, all within 7/10, I believe, I'm right.
He comes in the pits. It looks like Benny's on his out lap now. Tomo in the comments thinks not y'all's throttle might have gotten stuck controversially again. It could have been. We'll have to take a look after the race. I'm kind of wondering, who do you think is going to sit on the top 3 this evening to start this race, Tom?
Right. Well, all I can say is he had a good Q2, I believe, Anton. However, he has been a bit iffy throughout his laps, banging into walls. It just depends if he can get a lap together. But I think Raisin is in with a good shot, along with Goat and Hamlets, because Hamlets has been showing a lot more pace and consistency recently.
Yeah, I will say that.
But to be fair, it could be anyone here. Absolutely anyone could do this.
Raisin did top Q1 and then Anton top Q2, so it's kind of back and forth between these two drivers. They do know each other well, so I think it's going to be quite an interesting race if they do start 1 and 2 in this race. It was that just went through. I think that was...
Anton is coming out now. His first one.
That's the Mercedes double stack pit waiting to get in. Looks like Wu is going to be on another lap. Pardon my...
Oh, goes a bit deep. Oh, he is... Something went terribly wrong for one.
I did just catch that. That is unfortunate, so he's going to probably join back into the pits. Looks like Dinner got himself back in. Good to see.
We have Anton starting his lap along with Benny.
Benny's up further. He's going through the tunnel, so we're going to ride with Benny for this time being. Let's jump on board, Benny. Coming down to that tight hairpin chicane. Right around those big, huge, expensive yachts.
Hold it.
Oh, yeah, I was to say he dropped down forward. That's interesting. That's purple sector too. I wonder if that's personal or that's
a lot of pace through those corners.
Session best. Gets a little tight, goes a little long into that final chicane. Up through DRS activated. He's gonna definitely set a 109. No, it goes a 110. Oh, there goes Anton into the wall again. End plate is missing. So his troubles are carrying through.
He's called it.
I think he's going to go through and dive into the pits.
I think if you're really quick, you could possibly squeeze 2 laps.
Yes, he throws the car sideways into the pit lane. So Enzo, let's see what kind of...
also...
Oh, that's his teammate.
Purple sector 1.
I won't be able to watch the whole stream as long as a date. Tomo's watching the stream while he's on a date. That is commitment. Let's see what ends
on board with Enzo. Currently in P, he has purple sector 1. Can you match it in P2 or sector 2?
See how he does through the chicane. Oh, I thought he was gonna late break it.
Very nice. Other than a lot more things. Very
locked
nice
up just a bit on the front left. Into the swimming pool section.
Yep, P2. Purple sector 2. Oh, it's going. Oh, this is going to be a good lap. Did we see a 108 here? I think so.
We did see a 108 in Q2, I believe it was, by Anton. Here we go. He's going to cross the line. Oh, shy of it.
Ooh.
109.2.
Very close. Just over 2/100ths of a second between the two McLaren drivers.
I will give a shout out. Look who in the top 2 right now. The 2 McLarens. If Daigero, I know, is going to be watching after this race. He's going to be tickled pink just a bit by this. Is Lassus? Lassus is going for another run here. Let's see if he can improve on his 109.5. He's going to give it another shot. Drops the DRS button.
There he goes. Looks like a good lap. what, mid-19s?
Goes
Very
third.
good time from the Seuss. Only
So,
10th off of P2 and 1.
whoa.
Very respectable time that is. Bit of
Susan Wu
a
got really
quirky
close.
let through.
That was a bit close. A little too close for comfort.
Looks like we won't be seeing a Ferrari out until the last 2 minutes. He's going for the fastest lap possible. We have Bernie also in the pits along with everyone other than the Force India, Racing Point, maybe get that right. And I believe Raisin, who's on a hot lap, possibly finishing it. Looks
It's
like
definitely
it.
one of
Looks like
these.
a good time.
One of the hardest
Is it an
tracks, I would
improvement?
say.
Looks like it. Oh, an 8.4. That is a very good time.
Almost a second quicker than his teammate in sitting in P2. 108.3 compared
He
to
is
a
just up the bar
109.2.
that much more.
Is Lassus? No, Lassus is going to go in lap. So Wu and Hamp are out on an out lap. That is the closest we have right now. We have about 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining of this session. So these guys definitely have plenty of time to get one more lap in. Looks like Wu and Hamp are going to wait until the session dies down a little bit more. They're going to go for it right now. They will have about enough. They'll definitely have enough for 2 runs.
I see a Mercedes leaving the garage right now. That is Harrison.
Let's ride on with Wu as he sets his second lap for this evening in Q3. Can he improve on the 109.6? Only time will tell. Big question is, how many safety cars do you think we're going to see this evening compared to virtual safety cars? Because you guys on Friday in GP2 had quite a bit. Wu gets close to the wall there.
Well, we had a safety car running through corners, but I have no idea why. I don't know what happened. No one had a crash. There was not any massive damage. Very peculiar. Oh, McLaren had an orange yellow flag wave. I think that's just slowing down for the other drivers. Possibly.
Wu getting around here, coming up to the swimming pool section. Can he improve on his 109.6? Does set for sector 2.
Very good. Ooh.
Oh, he lost the back. Oh. The guy's behind him.
Oh, now he's stuck.
Okay, he's
stuck.
He's clear to give it another go. He's got to turn everything down, but he does have a couple cars behind him.
He saved the wing.
I think that is Harrison going to go for another one here. And then Harrison
Harrison's on his outlap, isn't he? Harrison's on outlap. Yeah, here he goes.
He's on an outlap. So it's Hamp who's going to be the next one to set his flyer this evening. His second run in Q3. Can he
Looking
improve?
good. Looking like a 109.4.
109.4, got it. Proves to P5. Now there are a lot of guys on an outlap. I got to keep this straight.
McLaren's right behind him now.
Anton has come out of the pits. He has invalidated his outlap. Hopefully he didn't invalidate his outlap and the next lap. Who is behind him? I cannot tell just yet. I think it's not Bronogoat. It's Lassus who is behind him. Sus is on an outlap as well. It's Enzo, getting a little bit feisty with that corner. Trying to figure out who is next on the flyer. It looks like it's going to be Wu's trying to improve. Now he's turned his ERS off.
Let's say this now. What is your predicted P1?
I don't know. If Raisin can improve, he is on an outlap.
If Raisin can improve again?
I think we're going to see a 108.1. I think that's going to be the session theoretic best.
Oh, I want to say Raisin could pull the one out of the bag and get a 107.9. I reckon he can do it.
Harrison does improve to a 109.5. Goes P6 up ahead of Wu. Wu's on a last flyer. Benny dives into the pits. He's going to settle for the 110. Let's find out who else is ahead here. Is Enzo finishing a lap? No, he's invalidated this lap.
Oh, okay. He can go again though.
Enzo is on his last flyer. Let's jump down and see if Anton can get a lap stuck in this evening.
You had a good chicane there, a bit slow, not a bit of a lockup, I mean.
So close. Goes purple in sector 2. Can he get this lap stuck in?
Very strong.
Oh, tapped the wall just a bit on the left or the right. Locks up the front right.
Don't hit that back wheel. Very good. This could be a 107.
108.6. Only goes P2. So Raisin right now might have this in the bag. Sus crosses the line, goes P3.
Raisin is matching his time, just a little slower, but still matching. Could he
Wu is
even
going to cross the line next. think that might be Broda behind him. Who stays there? No, it's Harrison. Crosses, goes P5.
Reason!
Hampton's going
This
to be the
is
next to
very
cross the line. Where
loose.
can he go?
That's all in. Oh, and
Hamp goes
Enzo being
P4.
invalidated again.
Oh no, so Enzo's lap is
Oh.
over with.
Lasouge in Q3. I believe this is a debut set.
And that is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your qualifying for Q3. A very, very intense last few moments there for Q3. So Raisin picks up the pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix with a 108.3. His closest competitor, Anton, who did get a lap stuck in, is a 108.6, followed by Lasouche 109 flat. Hamp, really good job, well done to get himself in P4, 109.2. Raph is going to need an invite back into the session if you throw him one. Oh, there goes the cars slamming into each other. Hopefully Raph can get himself stuck back in. We're running down the order, ladies and gentlemen. Raisin picks up the pole position, followed by Anton. Lasouche rounds out your top three. Hamp grabs P4, Enzo P5, Harrison P6, Brodagoat. The two Mercedes did really well this evening. Brodagoat P7, Wu is in P8, Benny P9, and Not Y'all is in P10. But did not set a time and crashed out, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get Raph back into this session, otherwise his car is going to be ghosting.
I'm trying to find him. Found him. Right
Yeah, he might be hearing offline.
Found it. He's done. Realizing something.
But loading in. If his car's not there, I don't know. His car should be there. Right? He's joined. Hopefully his car is there. Time will tell. Benny's in the chat. Would have gone slightly quicker. No, his car's disappeared. We might have a restart for the guys that need to get in. Let me ask quickly, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so until then, Benny is in the chat. Would have gone slightly quicker had I not clipped the front wing on the pit exit. And we're going to give you guys the points for this current season. They combine with GP2 and GP1 as a team in whole. You guys can see on screen, Toro is leading the way in P1 with 383 points. Red Bull is in P2, McLaren P3. Running down the order, Ferrari P4, Mercedes P5, Haas is P6, Alfa Romeo looking to come a little further up the field in P7, Williams P8. It looks like Williams P8. Renault is in P9. Racing Point is rounding out your top 10 in P10. I don't think Raph is going to make it to this race. So we're going to give you guys an update on the points for this current season. In first position, we have Racing sitting at 92 points, followed by Not Y'all, who has had quite a good string of races the last few races. Sitting P2, Harrison is in P3. Hamp P4, Enzo is P5, Tomo is in P6, who you guys saw earlier in the chat is on a date. DS Anton is P7, Shoof did not make it this evening, P8, TRL Pepsi is in P9, Absolute sitting in P10. Further on down the field, we have Coco, we have Benny, Third Dinner, Attic, who did not make it this evening, Brother Goat sitting P15, Ulsterstig, Exia, we have Croce, we have Wu and K Badman, the two brand new Racing Point drivers. I don't expect them to be sitting P19 and P20 very long. I think they're going to work their way up this field. But waiting for those 5 minutes that these drivers do have to stand up, stretch, get themselves stuck into this race. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, this race is all about focus and rhythm. If you can find yourself focused into this race and stuck in a rhythm, you'll be good to go because it demands a lot. Drivers have 39 laps to navigate themselves around this evening, and only time can tell what's going to happen Tom, I'm going to ask you early predictions. What do you think is going to happen?
Crash, crash, crash.
You think there's going to be a couple crashes? I think there
I'll
might be a
say
few.
5 people will be out. Oh,
Five
or
people.
restarting? I've been a bit dazed out.
How many VSCs or safety cars do you think we'll have?
3 virtuals, 2 reals.
All right, I think I'm going to go with one safety car and 3 virtual safety cars.
So, are we having a restart, or are you just sticking with the lobby?
Uh, we're just going
Cool. Awesome. Sorry.
to. Everything is all right to go. It's unfortunate for Wrath.
Who
I
do
know.
you believe will be our biggest mover of this race?
Hmm. I'm looking through the names. I think one of my names sticks out. I know he absolutely loves this track. I'm gonna go with Third Dinner. I think Third Dinner is gonna move up relatively high in this race. I know he was gutted last season that he missed this race, but I believe I'm gonna keep my eyes on him this evening. I think he's gonna have a good move. There's a couple guys that could really, really make a couple big jumps in this race as well. Absolute's one of them. I know he had a qualifying ban for this race, so he's going to start last position, which will be P17 now that Raph can't connect to the lobby. So we're going to have 17 guys going this race, and it's just shy of 20. But I mean, 17 cars around Monaco, space is going to be limited. So hopefully these guys be mindful of their gaps and they're just the choices to make moves when they see fit. But it looks like these guys are readying up. Who did readying up? Anton has readied up. It looks like Anton's ready to go. Hopefully everybody else is ready to go as well. A couple guys,
It's
Absolute's
been
readied up.
5 minutes, isn't it? Maybe 4.
Rezon is readied up. Waiting for those 5, 4. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself stuck in. Get yourself comfortable. This is going to be quite a race to watch indeed. Get ready to get on to the formation lap. These drivers will go. Gonna get rid of that mini map just now, so you guys don't have to see that the entire race. It's kind of just floating out in the middle of nowhere. Raisin leads this formation lap. Through, I know it was 18 drivers. That was my mistake actually. Interesting. No, it cuts away from 17, so Raph would have been 17. That's so interesting to say the least, but nevertheless, we're going to run through these guys running through the formation lap.
Just a little thing, because it has happened in the past. Do you think we may see a hairpin pileup?
To be honest, I thought we would have saw one on Friday, but you guys actually made through that hairpin, Lowe's hairpin. Actually, is it Lowe's hairpin? I believe it is. Cleanly, so I mean, I think these guys should be able to make it through cleanly as long as they're not trying to push the issue on the first lap. Guys in the comments, what do you think you're going to see in this race? It's going to be absolutely chaotic, or do you think it's going to be something of what you'd expect a Formula One race to be, super clean? Here we are, Raisin is rounding the last right-hander. Tony, if you can see the join button, if you're on Facebook, go follow us on Facebook. We'll get you stuck in as a test driver. We can see what kind of pace you have. But cheers for joining in for this race.
I can test you tonight, mate, if you're about after this race.
There you go. Tom's willing to test right away. Everybody's rounding up. Let's jump through. Absolute's rounding the last corner now. He does have a couple guys have put themselves on the naughty steps, so this is going to be interesting. Nevertheless, we're getting ready to go. 39 laps for these drivers.
Speedy's quite
Give me a better.
Unusual.
There we go. 5 red lights are lit here just now in the Monaco Grand Prix, and we are away from the Monaco Grand Prix. Looks like Racing gets a good start. Anton tries to hold on to the start. Jesus is looking for the inside. Enzo right there, battling Hamp, goes through. Is everybody making through the first corner? Everybody's made through really cleanly, actually. Up the hill we go. Heading into the casino corner. Everybody keeping it relatively clean. I do see a little bit of lag spikes from Coco. Raisin holding on to the lead right now as Anton's right behind. Anton locks up the front tire, heading into the corner. Looks like Mercedes is going to go for a move on the racing point, but backs out of it. Oh, there's a bit punched up there. I think there's an end plate missing now from the racing point, it looks like.
Absoluto making a move on Coco. Oh, Coco is down in last.
Coco must have had an incident there. Here we go. Anton's right behind Raisin, and these guys are going to have another battle throughout the race. Lassus is not too far behind. Ken Hamp getting himself further up. Enzo sitting there in P5. Harrison has a good, solid race. Oh, no! And I think Enzo has hit the wall. He's now missing an end plate already. Or somebody ahead of him has. It was Red Bull.
Has lost.
Hamp has.
Red Bull.
Gonna get the Delta back up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Delta is back up. Let's get the tire situation put up for you guys. Raisin sets the fastest lap. I'm not going to say of the race because that's the first lap to go.
Look at the gap on P4. Oh, big collisions down in P4.
Oh, Enzo and Harrison. Oh, going to get it a bit touchy.
Oh, Enzo going for a
virtual safety car.
Safety car. Oh, virtual.
So there's our first virtual safety car.
The gap from P4 has gone up like crazy, and then all of a sudden, Lassus been caught up by the virtual safety car and lost 2.5 seconds now.
Tony, if you jump into the group, we'll actually send a test driver. SF1 Tom's willing to do it. We'll actually give you a go, get you settled in. So Benny's right there. How about these guys? Coco's lost out. Not y'all has lost out. He's down.
Harris lost out. Ooh, that's restart. Ooh, Enzo is very punchy towards Harrison.
We've seen this before.
Ham will have to pit. He has lost a lot of wing.
We're back to green flag racing though. Look at Raisin. Has opened the gap between himself and Anton. Oh, look, Harrison's getting punchy against Ham. Can he get a move done? Sector 2 yellow. Who's that for?
Ooh, don't see anything. I've got the map up. It's fine.
Harrison's going to think about making a move on the outside. Ham's going to die for the pit, so that's going to put Harrison up to P3, no, P4 for the current times. Just running on through.
Red Bull in the McLarens.
TY, K-Batman dives to the pits, Enzo dives to the pits, as well as Ham dives to the pits. He's on his way out, setting on the hard compound. K-Batman's actually fitted the soft compound. Interesting idea. Definitely thinking about going for a 2-stop the remainder of the race. Let's look through the gaps. We do have DY, the new Toro Rosso driver, racing this evening. He is right behind Benny, giving Benny just a bit of a touch in the gearbox, letting him know he's there. No damage done though, so that is fair. We're gonna go through the tunnel. Can he make a move soon?
Absolute also on Speedy.
We're gonna jump down with Absolute on Speedy. Sig has found himself up to P10.
Oh,
right on the back of Speedy. Speedy, a GP2 driver with yourself, Tom, is filling in as a reserve this evening for the missing ER shoe. Here we go.
Oh, Speedy's lost his wing.
Anton sets the fastest lap of the race. It is lap 4. Enzo, 3-second time penalty already.
Speedy pits. Oh,
Speedy
is pitting already. That is not very well.
That is going to be interesting. I wonder.
Promotes up to P11, 7 positions gained on the first 4 laps. Very good showing from him so far.
We have Stig now on the back of Dinner.
DY now gaining on both 7th and 6th place. Got a lot of pace behind that Toro Rosso, and he's needing to use it as much as he can.
I wonder how long. I think you guys took those soft compounds for about 12 laps on Friday. I wonder how long these guys are going to be able to take it for.
Yeah, you lose a lot of pace in them after about a lap. No, oh yeah, it's only about 12, but by lap 10 you have no grip whatsoever.
Saw a couple guys lose out when they tried to make those tires extend a little bit further with your guys' safety car and virtual safety car. Even with those, I don't think somebody took care of the tires and they were losing grip. Oh no, I think Benny just clipped the wall. He's missing an end plate now. So that's going to allow DY to attack really harsh here. Hopefully not too
DY
aggressive.
is proving he has the pace and deserves to be in GP1 right now.
Here we go. He's gonna make a move. He does have DRS on
However, he has
Benny.
lost all of his ERS.
Is he gonna make a move on Benny? No, he's gonna hold back.
Oh, he
Vertigo
passed
takes
the
a
wall.
3-second time penalty. Following Wu. Top guys are just kind of piecing out in this race against the Seuss. Gap at the top is 2.7.
Masuja doing very well holding the gap between both. He's not losing the gap ahead. He's gaining away from Harrison, which is very good showing.
Oh, there's another bump
And what do you
between
think about
Vertigo and
Masuja's on the
Wu.
wheel?
Sector
Enzo
2
hits
yellow.
again for wing damage.
DY's off.
Getting worse for McLaren.
DY's off at. Oh no.
No.
Or it's not, y'all. He's just coming down the hill now, so DY is definitely going to have to pit. I'm not sure if that was contact. But Vertigo now still right behind Wu. He does have Benny. Benny is missing an end plate. I have a feeling there are a couple of people that are missing an end plate right now. Oh man.
Enzo has his second pit stop already now.
I don't know if Seuss had a problem, but he's now lost almost half a second between himself and the top leaders right now. Gap's now 3.4. Dinner right there, Stig. Let's jump with these guys for a bit. This is closest. We do have Coco working on Speedy as well, both on the hard compounds. Can Stig make a move around Dinner? But what I was saying, I don't want to give commentators curse to anybody, but Dinner has made his way up. He's on P8 right now. Oh, just tagged the wall, but he's not missing an end plate. And gave himself a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
Ooh.
Goat is still right behind
Stig. Stig is on the back of third dinner now.
Absolutes right there. He's starting to peel in.
Take third dinner now, but P8. Oh, third dinner, but in the tunnel. On the wall, no damage occurred though.
Checking through the Goat still right behind Wu. Is a very, very, very hard track to pass. So you really have to think about when you want to line up a pass. I'm surprised I'm not seeing too many other end places laying around this place. But Stig doing really well. He's holding onto the back of third dinner. I think these two are going to have a good battle.
Get a really good run out of this next corner. And make a move.
Oh, Dinner's still for the pits.
Third in the pits. He missed that damage. And he made a contact in the tunnel. Didn't see the end plate fly off.
Right
That's
through.
promoted also Stig up to P7.
Vertigo has pitted for the hard compound. I know he was missing an end plate.
The softs are not a nice tire to be running with today. It's just
too hot. The track is just,
like to live.
They're melting.
Yeah, that is the perfect word. Oh, Stig losing a bit of a back end. Ultra car. No one's close other than the top two. Top two are still within a second.
Coco is working on Speedy though. We do have Coco with Speedy back here in P14 and P15. We'll jump on board this battle for a bit. Can Speedy hold on and get himself a good set of points for this Red Bull team? They are sitting P2 as of before the Monaco Grand Prix on Friday. Absolute gets a 3-second time penalty. The time penalties in Monaco can be quite aggressive. If you do cut the corners, the chicanes are there for a reason, so you have to be willing to attack them, but not attack them too aggressive, because you will get caught out. Oh, Coco! I thought he lost the back end of the car. This car is bouncing.
A woman.
About his Wu pits. I think these soft compounds are starting to go off just a bit. Anton is right behind Raisin now. Raisin's still holding strong. He's just put a second between himself and Anton. Lessus doing everything he can to try to peel these guys back forward. Vertigo gets around as Wu pits. Wu's out of the pits. Is K Badman, his teammate, going to have a battle? No, Wu gets out ahead of him. I think K Badman decided to go for the soft, so he's going to jump in and put on the medium compound to take those to the end. Look through here. That is the closest gap between the two racing points here. K Badman and Wu. Actually, Coco is caught up right behind Speedy still. Enzo sitting down in P17. Do you think Enzo will be able to take those medium compounds to the end, Tom?
No chance.
He's got 30 laps to go on those mediums. He's already put 3 laps, so that'd be 33 laps.
He may be able to stretch him until around lap 30 to
Then he pulls into the
like
pits.
a soft run again.
Then we do have Absolute catching the back of Stig now. This is going to be a titanic battle, I can say the least. Speedy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Absolute pulls up right
Absolute
behind the
nearly
gearbox of also Stig. Oh, Absolute throws the back end of that car out just a bit. That helped Stig pull away just a bit, I think. Coming up to the swimming pool section, Racing really holding strong. I wonder how long these guys in the top are going to hold onto those soft compounds. I know somebody's really good at taking care
I
of it.
reckon one of them will be pitching this lap because Jeff even suggests coming in early because you can see your deltas just getting worse and worse.
Who gets a 3-second time penalty? And I just noticed Absolute is missing an end plate on his front left of that Toro Rosso.
Yeah, he lost that on
broke
lap
himself.
1 first corner.
He's outbroke himself and went straight on into the wall.
Oh, he hits the back wheel again.
That's going to not allow not y'all to catch him. So that's opened up the big gap for Stig. Stig having a big race. Maybe I underestimated this man this evening for the biggest mover. I had a conversation with him before the race and said, get yourself stuck into a rhythm. Keep that wing on the front of that car clean, and you'll be making a lot of positions up. We have sector 3 yellow.
Not y'all.
Absolute and not y'all.
Ooh, not y'all. Hold that back end.
I think that was for Coco. Something happened with Coco. Enzo's gone through.
I don't believe so. I think it was. I didn't see any flags on the map.
We know these two have had a bit of controversy through the season so far.
Both go for the undercut.
Now y'all's going to think about making a move. Bit of a touch. Bit of another heavy touch. Bit aggressive.
That's not what you want. There's a clip of that.
Sue dives to the pits. Anton dives to the pits racing. So that's put Harrison up to the lead. Can Harrison hold on to those soft compounds and build himself a nice gap so he can get himself put into a nice position? Gonna say this. Ham's catching these two now. Absolute dives to the pits as well.
Ooh. Not your having some connection, I think. And it's getting very scary to watch.
So Ham right there.
So now I'm back on.
Booms retired from the race. What has happened? Is he retired from the... He's retired from the pit lane, I think. I think he chipped off a bit of his wing and then dove it into the pits. Yeah, he's pulled it into the pits and retired.
I think we need to remind all drivers, like with an announcement, that everyone gets points. I think people are forgetting this.
I think so. I think a few of them have forgotten.
Points to give up.
Now, jumping on through, we do have Benny working on K-Badman. This is going to be a good battle to watch. The Renault versus the Racing Point. Can Benny get around? Benny has a fixed front wing. I know this man can make up a lot of positions in a race. I used to race him and he was lightning fast. I know the time has done him well. He's even faster
Benny on
now.
K-Badman, this is good. Ooh.
He's right behind K-Badman. K-Badman on 8 lap old socks. He's thinking about it. K-Badman's moving back and forth.
He's going for it.
He's going to think about it. K-Badman goes a bit deep. Gets himself a time penalty for his issues. Dinner's not too far off this battle either. I think this is helping Dinner catch these guys. Harrison dives to the pits.
That whole softs. He is going to be screaming on those tyres saying, can you please just grip for a few more laps?
Oh yeah, Dinner's right behind this battle now. We're going to actually ride on board with Dinner for a bit as we battle up through. Dinner's going to get DRS. Benny does have DRS on K-Badman as well. Benny gets a time penalty. He's thinking about making a move going up the hill. He backs out of it. That could have been it. I mean, it is one place to make a move, but you really have to have a lot of trust in the car next to you.
Oh, no, Anton's out.
Anton's out.
I watched that. Oh, that is not fair.
Oh, he's out in the chicane at the bottom of the, outside the exit of the tunnel. Right there.
Smallest of touches, that was.
That is virtual safety car. I'm surprised it's a virtual safety car. I would have expected that to be a full course safety car. So that just hands raising an
That gives
outstanding lead.
Raisin a lot of breathing space now. He can calm down and take it a lot more careful than he would have been doing beforehand.
That was a really, really short. Oh,
Not
not
yours!
yours out
Not
as
yours
well.
out! Not yours out!
Oh, right at the swimming pool, right out the exit of the swimming pool.
Is that real safety car? I can't see.
I'm just only seeing yellow. Oh, that's a dangerous place.
Codemasters, kick the game right.
Not y'all has left the session.
Oh dear.
And K-Batman is pulled into the pits to get off those soft compounds. So that's put Benny up to P7. Dimmer's right there in P8. Batman is in the pits. Speedy's going to go up to P10, P9 actually. DY is right there in P11. Dimmer gets a 3-second time penalty. So lap 13, lap 12 is kicked off, ladies and gentlemen. This is usually what happens in the Monaco Grand Prix. So
let's talk to you, Rose. How are you happy? Let's change that. How happy are you with your P2 man right now?
I know he has to pit soon. He has the suits right behind him on a brand new set of mediums. So I'm thinking Stig maybe not fight Lassus too much, or Harrison, who's not too far off, and just hang on to those tires.
He has the pace, and Stig is holding him up right now.
Yeah, just a bit.
And he has Harrison coming at him at full speed.
Is how long is Stig going to hold on to these medium compounds? I think he's going to take him until about lap 18. Should be okay. Lap 18, maybe lap 22.
I don't think so. He wants his P2. He wants to hold it for as long as possible. Lassus is not happy about it though. Oh, Lassus is getting a good run. No chance.
Lassus is going to think about making a no. He gets out of it.
He wants
dangerous area.
Wants through. Through.
I see DY is battling as well. Enzo's right there battling Speedy. Some of these gaps are getting really close.
Harrison is getting 2 seconds in this fight.
Harrison's now right behind these two.
That is being costed by Lassus.
I think Lassus might get a little frustrated. But I will say, this is Monaco. Definitely. You could have a fast car and you know, yeah, have the pace, but if you catch traffic after you pit, it's what it is. We have a second one yellow. DY. Looks like something has happened to him.
Don't see
Lassus is going to think about going for the inside. No, he backs out of it. That was really job well done for both drivers to be aware.
Come on, you've got this. Find the space if there is any on the track, which I highly doubt.
This is intense.
This is horrible.
Now Race is just setting lap after lap. Quicker and quicker.
I was stuck behind a slow car and I was being pressured constantly by I think it was the Haas of Erosia. It was
Stig has done for the pits.
He is pitted. The Suji didn't release, but now he has Harrison right on his ass.
Right behind him.
A lot of pressure here to hold on to P2.
Sector 2 yellow, Speedy 3-second for multiple warnings. Stig has gone for the hard compound. He's going to take those to the end. And a new front wing.
Rebels crash. Rebels crash on the pit lane.
Oh, he's on around the first corner. Right at the DRS zone.
Yeah.
He's going to have to die for the pits. So that's helped Stig out as well. Stig's on his way out of the pits. That's a gifted spot for him. If he can hold on, he does have the hard compound to take him to the end.
This is what Enzo needs. Enzo is slowly but surely making his way back up the field. He could really do the safety car, to be honest.
Speedy gets a new front wing.
Is that 2 or 3 safe purchases?
The two Toros now on with each other close to the track. They do have Enzo right ahead of them in the McLaren.
Harrison doing well to stay with Lassus.
The two Toros thinking about trying to make a move on Enzo. Enzo's on 10-lap old medium compounds. These two Toros have the hard compound to take them to the end. Harrison is still right behind that Williams driver, Lassus, reserve driver this evening, sector 2 yellow. Oh no, it's Stig. Stig's around. No damage though.
It is, yeah.
That's giving gift from Hamp back the position, but Hamp is really going to have to pit. He's missing a lot of that front wing on the right side. This has helped Enzo claw himself back into the fight. He's now right behind. Enzo's missing an end plate as well.
Look at this train.
Oh, that was close. As Hamp dives to the pits, now Enzo, DY, and Absolute all going up the hill.
P10, like P7, P10, sorry.
I think it's going to come down to time penalties as well at the end of this race. Absolute fighting. Oh boy, this is going to get close. I believe that Enzo is missing an end plate though, so it's going to be a bit difficult. He is on the right-hand side. The gap's close. Harrison is still battling that Williams of Lassus right up ahead, so If that gets closer, I will dive with those guys for just a bit. Speedy gets around his teammate. The two Red Bulls, no, one is coming out of the pits, so...
However, McLaren has a very tough situation. Raisin does not need the safety car. He has an 18-second gap ahead of P2. His race is set currently unless anything changes. However, Enzo needs a safety car to save his race.
Anything can happen. I will say, I've seen somebody leading in the race.
This is a big mistake.
This is
2 seconds to his teammate. In that
I think it was 3 seasons ago. There were K-Batman's retired.
K-Batman's out.
Out of the side of the tunnel, I believe it was, riding on board with Ham.
Let's see where it is. What's he done?
Oh, I think
he's just clipped the wall on the entry. Safety car?
No safety car, just a yellow flag.
No, just a yellow flag.
All right, so at this point, how many drivers do you think are going to finish this race?
Have you paid the FIA?
No, I didn't pay the FIA. So Enzo dives to the pits, gets a new front wing. He's on hard compound. He's already done 2 laps on the hard compound as well, but he's going to be out. He should come out P... No, here comes the 2 Red Bulls. He'll come out P12. However, the 2 Toro Rossos are still relatively close. This has helped stake the battle himself into a cap. They're going to go for a fight
very loose. The 2 Toros right now. You want to watch them?
I am right on board with them. Oh, DY's let absolute through.
He struggled. His tyres have been lit up for numerous times through that area of the track, and I think he's just had enough of fighting. Good team play there, but
Zeus has opened up a gap between himself and Harrison with 1.1 seconds. So right now, this is pretty much... Oh, wow. Absolute has really opened that gap now between himself and his teammate. What is going to happen for the remainder of this race? How many drivers are going to finish this race?
I think he got damage on that. When he got loose, he lost damage.
We still have just about 21 laps remaining of this race. It is a long
Harrison not quite letting go of Salmon yet. He does not want to give up P2.
He's fighting as hard as he can. I don't think I've seen Harrison's name flash at the bottom for a time penalty, so he's keeping it really clean as well.
I'll give you a little update for the top 3. Top 3, Raisin has a warning on lap 1, nothing more. The Suge has 1 warning on lap 2, nothing more. Harrison has no warnings.
There you go. He's sitting in the catbird seat. Can he attack as hard as he can? He's called back really close to the Seuss. 6/10 now is the gap between himself and the top.
Close to make contact to the wall. That could be damage. I'm double checking now.
I don't see anything.
He's got away with that.
He's taking away with it. Mercedes battling. K-Batman's left. Unfortunate seating for K-Batman's race. Monaco Grand Prix can grab you, chew you up, and spit you out quickly.
One safety car.
I know, there's a lot of yellow flags, and we have had 2 virtual safety cars, and no safety car, actually. No full course safety car. That's relatively surprising, but I will say it's not.
Harrison's doing that chicane very well.
Harrison's helmet is very interesting, too, if you jump on board and look at it. Got a bit of a gold, it's got a bit of a pink there.
I can't really tell.
Definitely some white is mixed in there.
That's new.
It is new. I know he changed his helmet not too long ago.
Pink flames with red center and pink end flames. Very unique. Oh, that was really all an awesome stick though.
Yep, I just jumped on there. Here we go for round 2 between these guys. A bit of a touch on the gearbox, I think, but all is well. No damage is reported. Interesting to see how long these 2 are going to battle out. I think they're going to have a race battle. As long as these 2 guys...
I think Absolute
gives him a tap. There's a tap there.
That is...
No damage reported, though.
Carry on. Absolute does have the more heated up tyres, but however, also still does have half the amount of laps on his tyres.
Bit of that slide might have cooked the rear end just a bit, so Stig's going to have to hold on to those tires, get the temperatures corrected. We do have Enzo now on the back of Speedy as well. see if Enzo can make a move. He's going to have DRS. Speedy is going to pull over and let him through.
Oh, he's going for it. This is the first time we've seen an overtake on the penultimate of straight. And he's done it. Lovely.
I think Speedy let him have it. I don't think Speedy's going to battle as much.
So rare.
DY is starting to catch Speedy as well. How's Coco doing?
On a straight.
Coco down in P13. So Enzo's found himself back up.
He's not in the best race in the world.
10. Hampton's P9. I'm going to jump back with these two that are still battling it out. Absolute and Ulsterstig. Grayson continues to lead this race with a 21.1 second gap between himself and Lassus. Harrison sitting right behind Lassus. 1.4 seconds is the gap.
Oh, Absolute getting a bit loose.
I know, he's been really throwing that car back and forth for the whole race. He's definitely running a helmet that resembles something I would remind myself of Niki Lauda. Except for the white portion. Oh! That was close. We've seen him outbrake himself into turn 1 so far. Goat has left the session. He's going to need
on Speedy.
Goat's going to need an invite back into the lobby.
I'm doing it.
He's going for Mercedes. One heck of a race so far. Benny up to P5.
Just jump onto P12, would you? This is a good old battle as well.
Oh yeah, it is. DY going against Speedy, the Toro versus the older brother team, the Red Bull team. I wonder if Speedy's going to pull over and let DY overthrough. Absolute gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I believe that has been occurred by him battling Ulsterstig.
What's an exit?
Here it goes. Is he going to battle? DY's thinking about making a move. He's going to go to the inside, down to the chicane. Out the brakes just a bit.
Oh, he's done it. Oh!
Made Speedy have to check up. DY's up through. Like I said, Tom, this is a very hard track to pass, but he put himself in that position.
Absolute still on Stig.
He committed it.
Benny and Goat changing positions.
Yeah, Goat's still ghosting.
Right in. He should be able to join.
Stig and Absolute still battling it out here at the back. P8, P7. How far is dinner off of Greta Goat's time? He's going to reel that down relatively quickly, I believe, as Goat is ghosting. 6.4 for 6.3. Goat's back in. Let's see if he can get connect. How long it should take him. Hopefully he doesn't lose too much time with Benny. Can he get himself stuck?
Goat is a nice guy. Thank you.
Can he get himself back in? Where's the safest place too to actually reconnect yourself?
And Stig are they going at it for so long? Oh, they're being lapped. I think they're about to be lapped by the
Raisin of all people.
Someone. Right behind them. That is. Oh, also Stig catching his back wheel on that curb.
Absolute did the same thing. So Absolute lets Raisin through.
Absolute's letting through.
Will Stig let him through? Pulls over. There we go. Raisin's on his way through. So Absolute and Ulsterstig are going to have another battle here. Raisin is just flying this evening.
So one of them just does it. Hopefully not, but
goes back in his car. He is. That is good to see. So he's back in. But these two, I think, are going to have a battle for the rest of the race. As long as they can keep it clean.
That's the only battle on the track.
As long as these two can keep it clean between each other, it'd be a monumental battle to watch. However, Hamp is catching these guys.
Oh yeah, can't count him out. He's had a bit of an unfortunate...
Sector 2 yellow, what's that for?
I'm looking for it. Red Bull. That is Speedy, I believe.
Speedy.
No damage. No, nothing. False alarm, I'm guessing.
It looks like Ulsterstig locked up just a bit. I'm keeping that eye on Hamp. He's catching these guys really
within a second
Is Absolute going to go for it? Not this time around. He's going to follow Ulsterstig up the hill. The more these two battle, the more it's helping Hamp collect these guys. 1.1 is the gap between himself and Absolute. Looking at the delta, this is his closest battle. Whoa, Absolute got the car real sideways. Had to check up, get those brakes applied. Oh, that was close.
Now on the scene and ready to
Hamp is now right behind these guys. Hamp on those medium compounds are going to have a little bit more grip compared to the hard compounds. Up through the tunnel we go. We have an Alpha leading the Toro Rosso and the Red Bull. Speedy dash to the pits one final time to put on the medium compound and take him to the end. 25 laps out of 39. This race is not over. Anything can happen. I'm not doubting Raisin's ability to attack this track, but he could lose focus and collect the wall, and that could be his race over. We've seen it happen with a couple of these guys. Not y'all, Anton, Wu. Anything can happen with these remaining laps. And it usually does at the Monaco Grand Prix.
Saying that, we still have 13 more laps to go, and Hamp is already on 10 medium.
Oh, Hamp smacks the wall and takes off a bit of his end plate.
He's alright. We lost the end plate. I don't think he lost it.
He's lost it.
Not what we need. You can see his half the drivers are happy. He's shaking his head.
Who is ahead of Ulsterstig? Somebody is ahead of him. I'm not sure. I know it's dinner, but I think there's somebody on the track. I wonder if it's Raisin.
That's Raisin.
Okay.
It's Raisin. Gives a lap.
Riding through the tunnel on board with Absolute, coming out into the hairpin. I almost consider this a hairpin. I know it's a tight squeeze.
Suffering. It will be Absolute will be suffering. He's been behind Stig for so long. His tyres must be getting cooked and overheating. That's why Absolute is losing the back end more often than not.
Oh, Hamp gets a 3-second time penalty.
He is struggling. Absolute needs to get through, or he will just end up spinning it because his tyres will just be beyond repair.
Hamp gets a lot of that curve on the left-hand side, running him through. Give me a better view than that. Absolute's thinking about making a move. He's not going to do it. Oh, Hamp's hard in there. He's DNF'd into the wall.
No, that's it.
He outbroke trying to brake for Absolute. Yellow F1 safety car, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
First safety car of this race.
That took way too long.
Time to get interesting.
Will Raisin change tyres?
Why not? He's so far ahead.
I think he should. He has to. No, you do not. You do not take up the opportunity. 30 seconds. You have a free pit stop. You're going to be bunched up anyway.
Free pit stop. Free medium compound. Oh, actually no.
Yep.
You can throw on the soft compound.
Top.
Soft compound will take you.
Risk is very risky. No, I think it's very risky to do that.
I think he's going to take the soft compound. Ladies and gentlemen in the chats, what do you think he's going to take? It's going to be 10 laps to go at the end.
All top three will pit. Will Benny pit? Will Benny's pitted already?
Benny's pitted. Goat's pitted. Goat's put on the soft compound. Benny's put on the medium compound. Dinner, what is he going to choose here?
We're going to see a DNF for those softs. They can go the way, but it's so sketchy.
If I were Stig, I would take a medium compound and see what he does. He's going to die for the pits. He's going to die for the pits. Absolute is going to stay out.
Everyone's going to die for the pits. Surely. Enzo pitting.
Raisin picks the soft.
Everyone. Coco on fresh softs.
Stig has jumped onto the soft. Looks like, yeah, Coco, you mentioned is on the soft compound. Anybody who else has not done
so
the pits, Absolute has decided not to dive
Stig
pits.
And Raisin. Raisin does do the softs. Let's hope they can last.
Enzo's done the softs. TY's done the softs. I think Absolute's going to lose out in this situation. I mean, track position is key, though, here, so he can hold on. He's sitting P7 now.
Benny, medium, and third dinner, medium. I think Benny and third dinner have gone for the safe strategy. The top four have gone for the speed. They just need to make sure those tyres last, because you don't want to be losing your tyres. Not in these closing stages where everyone is pushing to the absolute limit.
We do have an interesting fact here. We have Raisin's teammate Enzo, who is a lap down behind him, sitting in behind the safety car, as well as Absolute, who is sitting there. Is that Absolute or is that
It should be that eventually.
No, that is actually DY who's sitting behind Enzo for the safety car restart. I think this, yeah, we probably will go back to green flag racing around lap 29. Because these guys aren't too far away from collecting. I can't say that. It looks like Speedy's about
No, I'll
40
say lap
seconds.
30.
Yeah, Speedy's about
Lap
40 seconds
30. Because these
behind.
guys will get past. But you've got to let the safety cars got to let them go by.
Is Harrison going to attack Masseuse now that he has him in the sights, though? It's just ahead of him. Only time will tell. This is going to be an interesting finish. Top 4 guys.
Could we see time penalties? Because people might just push the limits a little bit too far.
True.
Because it is very vicious on these safety cars and virtual safety cars. Absolute, the only one to not pit along with Speedy, but Speedy was on fresh softs, mediums.
Man, I'm going to watch Absolute and see if he dies for the pits here in just a bit. Stig now going through
He
the
does
tunnel.
have a 11-second gap under safety car. He could get away with it coming out just in front of also Stig if he pushes now, which I believe he should because he burnt those tyres behind Stig during this whole race.
Stig will be out ahead of him. Let's see. No, he's not going to die for pits.
I'm sorry, but I think that's a decision he's going to regret.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting. 10-lap shootout or 9-lap shootout for the Monaco Grand Prix.
The back markers have not been let through.
No, it looks like DY has let Seuss through, but Enzo is not letting anybody through.
Oh, they're through. Green light. Safety car was showing green light.
Enzo's about 50-some seconds. Okay, so I think that these guys are stuck in. I think the safety car is going to be in this lap. We'll have 10 laps to go until the end of this race. Just waiting for that cue at the bottom.
As Enzo's got a problem. Every time he gets past Raisin, the safety car says green. And then it will tell him he has to go back. This
looks like the safety car is going to stay out
for
one more lap. So the guys that have jumped to the softs, this is working out like a miracle for them, really. I wouldn't warm those tires too much. You don't want to lose too much grip off the last few laps. I see Raisin warming those tires. I'd be more concerned about my brakes than I would be the tires if you're sitting on the soft compound, because those softs will warm up really quick. But he is a lot quicker of a driver than me, so I mean, there's that. Is Enzo gonna peel through?
Did you see that? The safety car wants him to go through. The game is so bad, it won't let him.
Oh, there's a bit of a touch between Lassus and Raisin.
Ooh.
That was interesting. Luckily, nothing came of it. Everybody going through the hairpin. Blows hairpin relatively cleanly. This is going to be a titanic battle towards the end. Safety car should peel in this lap. 9 laps remain of this race. What do you think is going to happen, Tom?
I can't say it.
Speedy gets a 10-second for exceeding track limits. That's absolutely gut-wrenching speed. Penalty for that. Like you said, it's vicious.
Actually, I'm going to make a really bold statement. I think we have a double Mercedes podium if the Mercedes can get this right.
Raisin warming those tires, setting the pace for this restart, waiting for the safety car to peel in. Looks like we are back. He peels away.
No, he's waiting.
He's
not going there.
Let's ride on board Harrison. Here we go. We're back to green flag racing. He does have his teammate right there. Coco's kind of ghosting it through. Green flag racing into turn 1 we go. Lassus just up ahead. The ghosting cars are going to be a little confusing. Whoa, who's that? I thought that was somebody else. Oh no, this is third dinner riding with Goat and Coco. There's Benny right there, just ahead. I thought one of these guys went side by side. Coco's backing off and lets these guys go through. Jump through. Let's see if everybody's making it through.
Absolute man. Missing the breaking point. I have an absolute in the way. He's just
Benny's getting himself a 3-second time penalty. Third dinner's right there.
Oh, also still. This is gonna be already though, raising 2 seconds away.
Yeah, I'm telling you this. Soft compound.
He's the driver of the day.
Coco's outbroke himself. This is gonna allow Speedy to have a run. Is Speedy gonna have a run? Coco. No, Speedy backed off of it. These two are battling really heavily in the back. So Raisin now peels the gap 2.5. Suits right there. Let's see, Harrison has fallen to 1.4. Greta goes right behind his teammate. DY gets a 3-second time penalty. Benny, where's Benny at this? It's in P5. Dinner's not too far behind, half a second. Stig now with Absolute. Can Absolute hang on to with the Alpha being on the soft compound just behind them? Absolute on 21 lap or hards. I think this is gonna kind of fare towards the Alfa Romeo having the grip compared to the Toro Rosso. We'll see. You have to still make the pass though. That's the biggest thing. These guys are so close again. Closest battle on the track. Is Stig gonna think about sending the car in the inside here? No, he backs out of it and he's going to hold his ground for the time being. Stig goes really wide. Oh, that was close. He could have chipped off a bit of his end plate. Hangs onto the car, though. Oh, Absolute goes smack into the wall. Now he's missing another end plate.
Just to keep on housing.
I think Absolute's going to have to pit. I don't know. Absolute's fighting that track and his car. He's now missing an end plate to go with it. To go with his teammate. Benny's off in the distance, 1.5 seconds. Can he bring that gap down closer? However, DY battling Enzo. He does have a Williams in between him. That is third dinner. It's hard to tell with the ghosting.
Stig going from the
Oh, DY is fighting that car. He's got himself sandwiched in between that Williams.
Oh, absolutely. Going sideways into the hairpin there. That was very scary.
Coming into the tunnel. Stig gets I don't know if I were Stig, if I would risk this move. He's right behind him.
No, he won't do it yet.
Sector 2 yellow. Oh, that is.
Third dinner
spun. No, he's giving Stig a time penalty, I think, for cutting. Trying to avoid third dinner's car. That's allowed Speedy to have a look here. Speedy's not too far. I think Speedy's a lap down though. But I mean, Stig's all over the back. Oh, Absolute loses the back.
Absolute is. You can't. He needs to pit.
Here goes Stig. Is Stig gonna think about it? He's gonna go to the outside here, side by side. A bit of a move on their braking. Absolute gets in. Oh, there's a touch.
Oh no!
That's not what you would see. Stig gets away with the end plate. Missing. Stig's up in the P6. Absolute lost the tail end of the car, and I think that's what caused that collision.
I think he just went for the racing line and didn't realize Stig had such a good run out of that corner. He was side by side.
That's the medium compound compared to the soft compound compared to the hard compound.
Those hards are done.
I would say this. Look at the battle at the top. Harrison's not far off of the Seuss, and Goat, his teammates, right behind him. As I say that, Goat smacks the wall and misses an end plate. He's missing a lot of his front right wing now.
Smacked both his wing plates off now, I think.
Do you hold on to the car as much as you can? You don't have very many laps left.
Harrison do this right and get P2 in the next 4 laps.
Only a few laps remain. We have about 4 laps. EY gets a 5-second for ignoring blue flags, which is an odd thing. I understand that the cars ghost when you are being lapped, but if you still don't let the leader through, I think that's a bit of a red flag. But we'll see. 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 We' or the guy that's behind you, you still get nailed for
Oh,
it.
DY! So he's messed up the... He's out. He is out.
Where did he crash out at?
Going into the hairpin, he hit the left wall and pinged off into the right wall, and that was it. Wheel off, he's done.
Riding on board with Speedy to see if I can find it. Oh yeah, he's off. I feel like both the Tauros have had issues with that right there. And also Stig's right there as well. Right behind the ghosting car of Speedy.
Benny on Goat. Benny is on Goat, and Goat is in trouble. I think Goat, more wing gone. Goat is absolutely done with his wing. His wings just said
he didn't die for the pits either. This is going to be Benny up to P4.
Right. There goes Benny. Benny.
I think at the best time, Goat lets it through. No, he's going to fight for it. Benny's on his way through.
Very good run, Benny. I think Goat will stay out. He's got a 20-second gap behind. I think he might risk it, because those softs will be very, very...
It's not going to be 20.
Struggling.
He's got 3 laps to hold on to his now...
Hang on though, Harrison is still with Lesouge.
Harrison having a wonderful race this evening. Raisin's still checking out of this race. 4.6 seconds is the gap.
Harrison had a good run through. There's nothing between these two. Honestly, it's just maintaining that gap consistently between Harrison and Lesouge. Lesouge having a very good debut race still.
Can Harrison make a move?
Be a top runner.
Can he get himself around Lesouge?
He's going to find it. He's going to wait for Lesouge to make a small mistake of either a wheel spin or knocking the wall, just to get that extra bit of a push.
17 drivers
straight.
Entered this race to start with, and we have down to just 11. That's quite impactful. That is a Monaco Grand Prix for you, ladies and gentlemen. It is a rough race. So now the gap between Brother Goat and Stig. Goat's really trying his best.
2 seconds.
On with no wing. I mean, he's doing... I would have expected that gap between himself and Stig to come down a lot faster. Benny's found himself up.
As I said, they're 10 lap old now. Those are where the tires are screaming.
They still have 2 laps to go. Well, you have to remember 2 of those laps were underneath safety cars, so I don't think they would have as much tire drag as you think. Absolute's the fastest lap of the race.
Steel is fast as well.
He's still for the bits. He's got Dinner ahead at 12 seconds. Here, riding with Harrison, trying to battle, trying to have something to say against Lesouge, but Lesouge is holding him strong. Third Dinner has left the session. He's going to need to invite back. Hopefully he can get himself back in to finish his lap. He's sitting in 7th. Oh no, Stig's missing a lot of his wing now. So that is why Stig hasn't brought the gap back down. He's missing both end plates. Just a little bit more wing than Goat has, but oh, look at this. Harrison's right behind.
Goat hits wall again. Goat is struggling.
So is Stig. Stig doesn't have as much wing either. That's a shame for Dinner too, because Dinner was not... I mean, he's ghosting now. He could have had a run against also Stig towards the end. But the penultimate lap of this Monaco Grand Prix, Raisin leads as Lesouge. Oh, Harrison's big into the wall. That's what I'm saying about this race.
He's lost both end plates.
Both end plates.
Devastating. That's it. I don't know, unless Lesouge makes the same mistake, Lesouge will hold on to P2 for this race, along with Raisin in P1.
Raisin's just dominated this race.
Maybe Benny has enough pace to...
In pole position.
Do you think Benny will have enough pace to pop up?
I think he's led every lap of this race. Can Benny have a say here towards the end?
Yes. Oh no, not every lap, was it? Someone took over for...
Oh, you're right.
A couple of laps, didn't they? In the pit lane. Who was it? Who took over? Was it Stig?
It wasn't Stig. I think it might have been Benny. Oh, no, it was Harrison for a bit.
Yeah, it was Harrison.
Riding on board with this man right here, who's pretty much dominated this entire race, though. Raising absolutely fantastic drive, kept everything clean, kept that focus I was talking about at the beginning of this stream. He's gonna cross this as long as he doesn't make a mistake in the last few corners. You can get yourself kind of complacent, but I feel like this man will not do so. He is a top tier driver. Last few corners to navigate until he picks up that checkered flag to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Going up the hill now to cross the start finish line. That is Raisin crossing the line in P1. Lassus is going to cross the line in P2. There you have it. Harrison, unfortunate, could have had a battle with Lassus towards the end, but he's going to cross the line, round out that top 3 in the podium. Benny's going to cross. One heck of a race for Benny. Gets himself P4. Vertigo with no wing is going to survive for P5. That is an intense race for himself.
He lost the whole thing.
Yeah, no wing for the last, I think it was 4 laps. He's still going to hold P5. So crosses the line, round up the top P5, or the top 5. Stig missing a good bit of his wing as well.
A bit more for good measure.
He can. Dinner's not too far off. Dinner's right there. That is his ghosting car, though. Stig's going to come up to the line and cross in P6. Here we go. Crosses the line. Third Dinner crosses P7. Absolute. Took a gamble not pitting under the safety car. Unfortunate. Crashed out, I believe. And he's going to cross this line to finish this race. P8. Enzo finishes P9. Coco P10. And Speedy is the last in P11. Oh man. What a race. Absolute crazy race. There, McLaren sitting on the top step of this podium, followed by Williams in P2 and Mercedes P3. Give you guys the rundown of this finishing race as soon as the podium celebration is over. Their dinner says internet cut out. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, running down the order. As soon as this experience ticker gets away, I have to click off that because nobody cares about the experience I gained while watching this. Running down the order, Raisin wins this Monaco Grand Prix from P1 to finish P1. Lassus from P3 to finish P2. Harrison rounds out your podium. Benny in P4, Goat P5, Stig P6. We have Dinner P7, Absolute P8, Enzo P9, Coco P10, and Speedy finishes P11. Unfortunately for this race, we've lost out DY. Hamp crashes out. K-Badman crashed out. Not Y'all has crashed out. Anton has crashed out of the Monaco Grand Prix. And following, Woo, who's crashed out. So, SF with Tom, it is that time for the podium interviews. Don't know if these guys will jump in or not. Let's see. We do have Harrison in this chat. I don't know if Raisin or Lassus will jump in. Let's see. Give it just a bit, see if they do jump in.
I'll send them both invites.
They might be off. I know it's a little bit later over in France than it is in the UK. Way later than it is here in the United States. Nevertheless, we're going to get these interviews going. Harrison, what an absolute battle you had with Lassus for the last remaining laps. That safety car came out, pulled yourself closer to him. You guys all dove for the soft compound. But unfortunately, you lost a bit of the rhythm as you collected the wall, missing your end plates. And that was a hard hit, too. But luckily, you rounded out yourself.
I got distracted in the chat that's caused me to hit the wall. So,
but I mean, congratulations on a P3 podium this evening. Talk us through your race.
Well, lap 1 I just took it calm as you like. I think the GOAT or a recent point tried to go up my inside, but I left for him and stuck behind Enzo. Then Enzo, I think, had hit the back of Ham at turn 1 and managed just to avoid that. I got past Enzo, but then that first VSC came out. Enzo tried to get the jump on me, but 'cause I knew he had ring damage. I knew he wouldn't go for the move. I ended up like both Hammond and Enzo pits. After that, I was just focusing on my race. I saw that I was catching Lusush up on the softs. So I was saw him pitting one lap earlier than what I would have expected. I pitted a lap later and was managing the gap there. I saw he got stuck behind Stig in the Alpha. Managed to catch up to the back of him. Just couldn't get past him, and the safety car came out, pit for the softs, and just tried to find a way around him. I did see that he got damage in the final parts of the race, but I just couldn't get past him because he still had superior pace over me in the corners.
That was a job well done this evening. Good to talk to you. I told you I'd see you on Sunday, and I definitely did. So congratulations on your P3. A couple points battle you further up. So we are in your hometown, in your home race come next Sunday. Are you excited for that race?
I do enjoy Silverstone, but it's not a track that I'm good at pace-wise. But we'll see when it comes to it, because it is a track limit lap as well. So as this track Monaco is, I kept it clean today, and I'm sure I can keep Silverstone clean as well.
Oh, congratulations again, SF1 Tom. I'm going to throw you a big thank you for helping me in the comms booth this evening. But the other
I'll
two,
both them in the party.
Before you wrap up, we have Lasuge here.
you have Lasus. Lasus, can you hear
Hello,
me?
guys. Yeah, I heard you.
Good. How are you? We're going to talk to you about your P2 this evening. Good battle with Harrison towards the end after the safety car. Unfortunately, Harrison tagged a bit of the wall, so he's lost out a bit, but he did really well to hold on to P2. Solid for P3. Talk us through your race.
I know that Harrison couldn't overtake me. He passed more than 20 laps behind me, and I know in Monaco it's very difficult to overtake, so I was very comfortable about keeping my second place. But in general, for the rhythm, it was very, very, very slow. Ryzen took me 1 sec on his best lap, so it was good for the result, but for the pace, it was very, very not that.
Well, congratulations on your P2, sir. And this is going to
Thank you,
end
man.
the stream this evening for everybody, and especially Raisin, who finished P1, dominating race for himself.
We have Raisin
Raisins
in
in the
here.
party.
Oh, Raisin's here, you guys. Like throwing me for a bit of a thing. Raisin, I can't say much, but what an incredible race from yourself. You grabbed pole position, pretty much dominated the race through your pit strategy. The safety car came out, and as soon as it peeled in, you just took off. I mean, there's nothing much to say, but a solid race from yourself. If you want to give us a rundown of your race.
Mostly I had to do first and second place on qualification. The race be as regular as possible and not break. My friend Antoine gets a bug, and from there I just had to stay steady, knowing that Monaco I appreciate very much. And safety car very, very bad.
No, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back next Sunday at the British Grand Prix. Some of these guys and our league's home race. So if you want to catch that, jump onto this channel, give us a follow. We'll see you next Sunday, same time, same channel. Till then, everybody, congratulations on your podium. Tom, thank you so much for helping out. We're going to sign out for this weekend. Hopefully everybody has a great week. Stay safe. We will see you soon. Until then, SF1 signing out. Good night, and we will catch you next Sunday.